Hi everyone, I recently passed 100 subscribers, so I thought I should make a video about 100. The ideas in this video are based on an activity that my partner and colleague, Courtney Kessler, and I did as part of our Peace, Love, and Math Club for elementary students, which is run through the Ohio Center for Equity in Math and Science. When we did the activity, we used Elinor Pinczes' A Remainder of One, because that book focuses on the number 25, which was easier for getting started. But since this is my 100th subscriber video, I'm talking about 100 today. And 100 Hungry Ants is a great book for talking about 100. I'm not going to read the book, but I'll leave a link to someone reading it in the description. Basically, 100 ants are headed to a picnic, and one ant keeps getting them to line up in different ways because they think it will be more efficient. In the book, the ants start out in one long row of 100, and you can see I have a timer going in the corner to keep track of how long it takes our ants to go by. Many classrooms celebrate the 100th day of school. They might count to 100 by 1s, 2s, 5s, or 10s, and there are lots of great activities that teachers and kids can do with 100. Next, the ants get in 2 lines of 20, and you can see they'll get by quite a bit faster in this arrangement. In counting to 100, kids might get out blocks or other objects or make tally marks on a page. They might be asked to group them by 2s, 5s, or 10s, and to make connections back to skip counting. Families can do similar activities at home with blocks, pennies, or buttons. Finally, the ants arrange themselves into 10 rows of 10. In the book, this is where they get to the picnic and realize they were too late because they spent so much time rearranging themselves. But I want to keep going and look at the other ways the ants could arrange themselves. They might make 20 rows of 5, and here the ants go off the top of the screen, or 25 rows of 4, or 50 rows of 2, or 100 rows of 1. So what did we find out? If you were keeping track, you might have noticed that we found 9 different arrangements that 100 ants could be in. Now our arrangements are all nice and neat with the same number of ants in each row. In other words, there are no stragglers. Now this is really cool, but as a mathematician, I always want to think about what other questions we can ask. You might want to pause and think for yourself what kinds of questions we can ask. Here are some that I thought of. How many ways can we arrange other numbers? Say if we looked at the numbers from 1 to 100, how many ways can we arrange each of them? Which numbers have the fewest arrangements? Which ones have the most? Well, our arrangement for 100 had 9 different ways to arrange it. Are other numbers going to have an odd number of arrangements? This is one of the things that makes 100 Hungry Ants a good math book in my opinion. Some math books want to try to show you all the math, but this book just uses a funny situation to invite further investigation. Please send me your math questions about this video or anything else at mathymatfk@gmail.com or leave a comment on this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Math's not a problem with Mathy Matt.